Wonderful good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us to our Interlink's very first webinar. Today marks an exciting milestone as we come together to explore the latest features we have built together with you, our valued customers. At Interlink, we're not just about connectivity. We're about building direct, meaningful connection with you, support the internet community, and create Interlink moments. The idea of our monthly webinar is to walk you through our newest innovations and publications, which are designed to make your network operations faster, smarter, and more seamless than ever before. We'll also share insights into how these tools empower you to stay ahead in today's rapidly evolving digital landscape. Most importantly, we want to hear from you, your questions, ideas, and feedback. This isn't just a webinar. This is supposed to be a conversation. So let's dive in and explore how we can shape the future of connectivity together. My name is Christian, and thank you for being here. Let's get started. The agenda is fully packed. Latest and future pop editions will be presented as the first part. Then we will show you new portal features that we just recently added to the portal, which is Flex Insights, as well as BGP2 integration. Then we are going to show you what you can do currently with a promotion of us getting a 25 gig port free of charge. We will have time for a Q&A session. So whenever you feel like you have a question, just drop it in the Zoom option here, not a problem, and stay and win. So if you stay around until the very end, you will have the possibility to win a gift card, and don't miss it out. Let's start with the latest pop editions that we have added to our backbone, into our backbone and enabled pops all over. But a small reminder, what we do as a company in Interlink, we are an IP transit access provider. We have an option to do Flex Ethernet services, which is basically our layer 2 service provisioning, and DDoS protection on top of that. What we are focusing at the moment is that we look into the European market. We have built over the last year 35 POPs across Europe, additional 2 POPs in the US, and we're looking forward to even extend this to other markets as well as Asia and also in the US and further regions. Talking about the last 3 locations that we have added in Denmark. If we look to the east, there's a location that everybody knows already, which is a network hub. This is Digital Realty Copenhagen. We have extended strategically with a data center provider and open up POPs in Skanderborg, Aarhus, as well as Copenhagen, which was our second POP in that city. So all these POPs and data centers are enabled for connectivity between 1 and 400 gig ports, whatever you would like to have. And all our services are available there, and they're connected to our international backbone. Another addition, which was recently added in the end of last year, was a location in Munich, Germany. So everybody knows the situation more or less in Munich. There's a site which will be most probably demolished in the near future, which is Equinix. This is currently the network hub, but everybody's looking into where the next network hub is going to be built. So we have decided for the EMC location in Munich and fully added this location as well to our backbone and added additional capacity within this important network hub in the south of Germany as well. Now we go into the Eastern European market. Very nice here to say. In the north, we are in Slovenia, we are in Hungary, and we are in Bucharest already. These 3 main POPs are present there since quite some time already, but we have decided to add 2 additional POPs in this important emerging market, which is Sofia as well as Thessaloniki. Thessaloniki currently is an emerging market due to the fact that a lot of landing stations are coming in there. Data centers are being built, and together with Crete, Athens, and Thessaloniki, there's a very strong positioning at the moment in the market. Sofia is a location which is strategically chosen since there's a lot of IT-related topics in this area. Very dense network hubs are locating in this facility as well, and that's why we have decided for this location as well. So we're building these POPs out at the moment, and if we look into the future, we are looking into the next 2, 3, 4 months when these locations will be added to our backbone. Now, I would like to hand over to my dear colleague, Nicole, who is going to take you through the newest features.
Thank you, Christian. Hi, everyone. So, as you might know, we've been building a portal to make the purchasing process of our services much more convenient and have everything at hand in one place. However, we've done this, but we're continuously improving all the features and adding new things for you. And I will guide you through the newest additions that hopefully make things easier for you. Yes, so once you log into the portal, this is the view that you see. And on the top, you can see all the things you can click on: dashboard, settings, tickets, events, tools. You see your own account name, and you can also find all the details for our support and how to reach them in this little pop-up bubble on the right corner. And there you see how you're logged in as. You see the statistics there. So this is our AS number. So this is our statistics. You can see the number of peers, downstreams, AS cone. And if you also click or hover over this little information button or bubble, then you can also see more details about what are these showing. And the newest addition that we recently added is this toggle option. So once you have your own AS number here, so this is an exemplary AS number, you can also see the statistics appearing of this number on your portal. And you can switch it back and forth, and you can switch between what you would rather prefer to see. And all this information is coming from BGP tools. Then if you go to settings, you can see these 4 different categories on the side, and I'll guide you through which is which or what you can do here. So here, for example, you can see who has access to the portal from your company, and you can also add new users here. So, and we see, and you also see if these users are active or pending, if they've logged in. This is a test account, so there's no bills here, but this is where your invoices are accumulated, and you can access them there. This is the company profile. So as you can see, this is the test account we put in. On the top, you can also see the account as we're logged in right now. And here you can see the AS number. This exemplary number I put in is what fed the information to the toggle that I showed before. So where we could like switch between the AS numbers. So whatever number is in here, that's what feeds the data from BGP tools into this toggle function. Then invoice recipients, you can add more invoice recipients. So you can edit here who's receiving the invoices. You can also delete some if there's some changes, and you can also add here further recipients. If there's a new service, someone else should get a notification of this, and they will be notified via email here. So here you can see, very easy. I just added here a new email address, and they would receive the invoices from now on as well. And yes, so our newest feature is Flex Insights, which is now also part of the portal. And with this, you can set new alerts that you can receive via email. So right now, what we just launched is port status changes. So you can set up alarms for your ports. And there's more to come. You can see all the lists that's coming soon, port errors. And here you can also use these toggle options, who is being alerted, who's not. So for example, if someone is on vacation, they can turn off the alert if they don't want to receive it, and or just set someone else who's helping out. So here you see an example. You just add the recipient, and they will also receive the alerts from now on. You can also see now I turned on the email, but this feature will be also available via Slack and text as well. And you will be able to set it in which way you prefer to get these alerts. And yes, you can also turn it on and off, but you can also delete recipients if you want to keep it cleaner or whatever your preferences are. So it's fairly flexible. And yes, if I will show you now how you can actually like set the alert. So you have to go to ports. Right now, this feature is released for ports. Here there are some example ports. You can only do it with active ports, so you have to set up an active port. Right now it's a test account, but if there's live services configured, then these are all the points that you can see statistics and information of in this roll down menu. And you have to scroll down a little bit and just press Enable Flex Insights, and now it's on. And you will receive alerts for this specific port. And yes, so this is the page for it. And then if you click on Manage Alerts, then you go to the same page that I showed before. So there you can change who's receiving what. And yes, so here you can see there's another port active. So if you go there, here is the same setting. So you can also see everything here as on the previous page. And if you scroll down, this is not active yet. So you have to set every alert for all the ports you want to monitor. So it's not automatically set that you receive everything of every port, but whichever you want to highlight more or monitor closer, you can set the alert for those specific parts. And later on, you see all these services and offers that right now we have here. And we will also first focus on ports, but eventually we want to give more transparency and enable monitoring for services also on a higher and more detailed level. And yes, something also exciting. If you have a look here, as I mentioned, test account, so it's empty luckily. But here, if you have any topics open, this is where you can also find your tickets. So we still ask you now to email support, but the topics will appear here. And in the future, we'll open kind of the possibility to open tickets here as well. But right now, the first step is through the support email. But it's still a great overview. And yes, one more interesting point. You can go straight to our event page from the portal now, and you can see all the events that we're planning, which now are mainly our webinars. So here you can see session 1, which is this one, but we already have the link where you can sign up to session 2 here as well. And yeah, that's about the newest features in our portal. And we would like to now launch a little poll and would like to ask from you, how do you want to be in contact with Interlink? We're currently looking into alternative channels where we can make it easier for you and better to stay in touch. So we're curious, what do you think? What would be the best? And we hope that you can share these insights with us so we can develop further channels and make sure that we're in touch with you as quick and seamless as possible. So we would wait here a little bit for everyone to be able to answer. And after that, I would hand the floor back to Christian.
Thank you very much, Nicole. Much appreciated. So we wrapped our minds around the topic of bringing down the barrier connecting to our network. We wanted to make it sure that if a customer doesn't want to pay any money to a network which he doesn't know yet and didn't really feel that automation, we wanted to make sure that we enable our customers for this. So what I want to present to you is our promotion, which we call Flex Suite. So this is our portal. You already know this. This was shown by Nicole. It looks all the same. However, this is a account of a customer or a prospect, somebody who does not have services from us yet. And you will see that it says you're eligible for one free 1, 10, or 25 gig port, including one IP service. And if you click it, you get to the next page. And this is actually the actual provisioning step that you would do. You will see all our locations where we have our hardware. We have chosen Marseille in this case, just to go forward. So on the next step, you see that you have the options between 1, 10, and 25 gig for a port. So this is the port size that you're choosing free of charge, which is part of the Flex Suite promotion. Down there, you can see the prefixes, which will be allocated. It's a regular provisioning service. So the VLAN can be either already put in here or it can be untagged. For this purpose, let's say the VLAN ID is 1000. So the next step, and this is where the actual magic happens, is when you put in your AS number here, it all pulls the data from PeeringDB. So I've used a quite known AS number. You see automatically all the data is coming over. You can put in a session password. You can verify your router advertisement, but also you can override this data, which is coming from PeeringDB, because we use this automatically. If you need it, you can also configure a purchase order number. And what's important here is that you use the 0 Mbit committed data rate. So you will not have any monthly costs. This is the last step. So you will see the details here about the port. So 10 gig is the port size, VLAN ID. You see all the detailed information. And on the right-hand side, you say the commercials. And if you go the last step here on the right-hand side and place the actual order, your service, your port will be available to you within only minutes. Of course, the cross connect has to be delivered. However, this is how easy we want to make it in order for you to be connected to an automated portal. This is for the Flex Suite offer and promotion that we have at the moment. As I said, this is only for new customers. But we want to understand from you a little bit, what features do you want? What are you interested in having in our portal added? So we have taken already a lot of feedback from our customers and would like to understand what you are interested in. Please use the question function here in Zoom. Otherwise, we won't be able to use this. We also have some time for a Q&A session now. So if there are questions already picked up from somebody who's helping us in the back end, then now would be the time. Otherwise, I'm happy to hear some features. Anything that we have seen already in terms of questions.
Okay, I've just opened the Q&A section and there is one question just put in there now. It says, I'm looking to cut down on cross-connect costs. Definitely not the only one here. Is it possible to set up multiple services on a single port?
Yeah, a very good question. I think you're definitely not the only one. I think we all struggle with the cross-connect costs, especially for services with a low bandwidth. So all the ports that we deliver to our customers are multi-service ports, which means that every single service that we are provisioning on this can be delivered on a VLAN. So let's assume you are a customer in a certain location. Let's say, as I've chosen at Marseille, you can choose a 100 gig port. And if you want to have multiple IP services and BGP sessions on this port, we would deliver this based on VLANs. So if you want to have and use this actual port for layer 2 connectivity into, let's say, Vienna, maybe London, maybe Dublin, then you can use the actual same port, which actually is saving you the cross-connect costs in this particular location. Yeah, good question.
Thank you, Christian. The next question says, is there any minimal commitment for the Flex Suite?
So as you have seen, you have to choose the 0 commitment for the Flex Suite. So what we usually do, and I think this is known in the market, that always 10% of a port size has to be committed. However, as we have said, and this is a promotion, for the options that we have, 1 gig, 10 gig, and 25 gig, you do not have any minimum bandwidth required on this port. We do this because we want to show our customers and new customers who are interested in us how the automation could look like. And in addition, it could support your AS. Yeah, so you would have another upstream. Maybe you don't want to use it, but as a failover whatsoever, there are a lot of use cases to actually use it. So there's no monthly recurring cost. There's no minimum commitment that you have to use for that particular IP transit port.
Thank you. And the next question is about DDoS protection. It says, I am considering purchasing a DDoS protection service, and there are a few options out there. Is this DDoS protection your own product or a reseller product?
Yeah, also very good question. It is our own product. So we do not take a vendor hardware, but also the solution and resell it. What we do is we acquire the hardware appliances, so the scrubbing appliances, and we build up our own scrubbing centers across Europe. So we have multiple of these, and everything that is necessary to detect and mitigate a DDoS attack comes actually from us. So the thresholds, the different attack vectors, and so on, that's all done from our side, and therefore we consider this our own DDoS protection solution. It is in place already since many years. We have been upgrading on a constant basis features, but also capabilities, and it's ongoing.
Excellent, thank you. The next question says, what is your position in the LR/LR4 discussion for 100G links now and in the future?
Also very good question. I think it is similar to the data center question. Do the customers first come, or do the connectivity providers first come? So we see a lot of customers, and we have it as not a standard, but it's possible to choose it in the portal from us to use the LR1. However, I would say this is maybe 10% or 15% max of the actual acquisitions that we get from our customers. So I think this will take more time. It does make sense efficiency-wise, but also for the routers, the hardware, everything is much better. If you go for the LR1, it's just not used at the moment. This will take another 2 or 3 or 4, maybe 5 years.
Great, thank you. And the next question is another one about Flex Suite. It says, so if I want to test the Flex Suite and traffic is only flowing about 36 hours per month, I wouldn't pay anything? Is that correct? That would really be great for testing purposes.
Absolutely. So it is also based on the burst 95.5 percentile calculation. So that's basically what you can use on a monthly basis. However, this is up to a fair use policy. So if we see a lot of traffic only for 36 hours and you shut this off, this is not the actual use case for it, right? Since we only have 5 minutes left, I would go on. I think we can catch all the questions, and we will get back to you if we haven't answered those. Happy to do so. Very last part, I just want to invite you already for the next webinar. This will be about DDoS protection via BGP community. So our very own Nick Hopgood, we have won him for the session, who's our senior network functions engineer. He is going to speak about how to automate a DDoS attack mitigation via BGP community. We can share already the invite within this meeting here. And last but not least, and I think you're all interested in this, especially, you can win 2 times 25 vouchers of Amazon. There are 2 ways. Be the first to sign up for the next webinar, and whatever you are first, you will only get 1. Make a LinkedIn post about the webinar and tag Inter.link. Otherwise, we will not know. So take your time, or be a little bit faster than others, and good luck on this. I will personally take care of reaching out to you afterwards and provide that additional information for you. Thank you so much for attending. This is much appreciated. We are really looking forward to make this something special and create an Interlink moment for you guys. All the best for you. Have a great day. See ya.